This video will show students who are participating in the Fox School District's virtual summer school program how to navigate an ALS assignment. To begin, let's open up an ALS assignment already in progress. Right now I am in an ALS assignment. I have already taken the pretest, however I did not meet the minimum requirement of an 80% to master the lesson and exempt myself from the rest of this lesson. To begin, I have to first complete a minimum of 5 minutes of studying. To go through the studying, I'll click on the white studying icon. Once I'm in the studying window, you'll see text that looks like it is from a textbook. I will be able to read this text and take notes to help learn this material. If you will look to the left side of the screen, you'll see a series of icons. The first icon at the top of the screen will allow me to close the lesson. The second icon will allow me to access a help menu. The third lesson will allow me to turn on or off any audio in this lesson. The fourth icon would allow me to play any media associated with this lesson. The fifth and sixth icons allow me to page forward or page backwards throughout the lesson. The seventh icon gives access to an online encyclopedia to which we do not subscribe, so that icon will not help you. And the last icon allows users to toggle this menu from the left side of the screen to the top side of the screen. All studying requires students to spend a minimum of 5 minutes reading and taking notes on the important information in the lesson. Some lessons also contain links to external websites, like you see right here. Students can click on this link to access the external website and a little bit more information about that topic. Once a student feels that they have learned the material presented and the student feels they have met the time requirement, they may close the study by clicking the arrow, the X in the top left corner of the screen, and then they may click the practice icon to practice this material. Please note that a student must score a minimum of a 70% on the practice in order to move on to the mastery exam. The first thing students should notice when they're completing the practice activity is that on the left-hand side of the screen, we have a new icon. This icon that right now looks like a textbook will take the student back to the study material anytime they need to refresh their memory on the material. Simply click the icon and you'll be directed back to the study material, which you can read to refresh your memory on the lesson. When you're prepared to go back to the question and answer the question, simply click that same icon one more time. Students will get immediate feedback on correct or incorrect answers. So on this item, we'll select the middle option and immediately be alerted that we got that question correct by seeing a green check mark. If students get a question wrong, students get a question incorrect, they'll see a red X. Once a student has answered all the questions on the practice assignment, a dialog box will appear on the screen, prompting the student to click OK to score the test or cancel to return. If you would like to check your answers, you'll need to click cancel. However, if you are ready to score your assignment, click OK. The student will then be notified of his or her score, in this case an 80%, so this student is able to move on to the mastery exam. To access the mastery exam, click the X in the top left corner of the screen, and then click Mastery. The mastery exam requires a minimum proficiency of 70% and will be similar to the pretest and that students will be able to go through questions without knowing if they got them correct or incorrect after they finish. This has been a brief demonstration showing students participating in the Fox School District Virtual Summer School program how to navigate an ALS assignment.